Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I'd like to introduce ourselves. I'm Under Sheriff Tom Trenner from Mason County Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Dave Rossler from Michigan State Police, and Chief Jim Hendricks from Ludington Station Coast Guard. I'm going to read a prepared statement that's short in length, then I'll open it up to any questions and answers or questions that you may have. Can everybody hear me okay? Okay. 10:17 a.m. on Friday, July 23rd, a call came in of downed aircraft 5 to 8 miles northwest of Ludington. United States Coast Guard Station Ludington, U.S. Coast Guard Station Manistee, Mason County Sheriff's Office, and Oceana County Sheriff's Office, and numerous Good Samaritans responded to the scene. The reported plane involved was a 6-passenger Cessna 206. It was reported there were 5 passengers aboard the plane at the time of the crash. The pilot was in contact with air control authorities concerning the problems they were experiencing. At approximately 11:56 a.m., one individual was recovered from the water by a Good Samaritan. The person rescued was the pilot of the plane. The pilot was transported by Oceana County Sheriff's Office boat to the shore and taken by rescue personnel to Memorial Medical Center of West Michigan. At this time, there is an active search for survivors. The pilot reported that several people were in the water at the time of the crash. An active search for any additional survivors will continue, involving all disciplines and mutual aid from surrounding jurisdictions. That's the end of my prepared statement. We'll open it up to questions that you may have. We can start.
Can you talk about the call for help? Engine, from what I understand, for some engine problems?
We believe at this point that that's what it was experienced some engine problems when they contacted the powers to be, and they called us in. I don't know exactly what they were experiencing, what kind of engine problems, but we do believe it was obviously a mechanical problem in the plane.
Under Sheriff, was there any information on the ownership of the plane?
We're piecing that all together as it comes in. Right now, our main focus is on the search and rescue of individuals that may be in the water.
We had an unconfirmed report that it was a medical plane headed to Mayo Clinic.
That's an unconfirmed report, and it's a possibility, but I'm not 100% sure at this time.
Do you know if they were on their way back to this airport possibly to land because of those troubles?
It's my understanding that they were back en route to this area, that they got about halfway across the lake, experienced some mechanical problem, had a strong headwind, and decided to take the tailwind and come back.
So you say they were halfway across the lake when they started experiencing problems?
That's my understanding, yes, approximately.
Is this a single engine plane?
I believe it is a single engine Cessna.
Do you know if it has done that route before, that flight?
Preliminary indication or preliminary things is that it has done that flight before, yes.
In terms of what your search parties are seeing out there, any signs of debris, a debris field, or any parts of the plane?
I'll leave that up to Chief from the Coast Guard Station.
Yes, there has been a small size of debris, medical gear, equipment bags, some small debris from the airplane itself. No structural debris in the airplane, just material components, paper, that type of stuff.
No life vests or anything like that that you found out there?
No life vests have been found this time.
Chief, what is the status of the plane? Is it above water or has it sunk?
Well, we have not seen the airplane, so we imagine it has sunk.
Do you know the condition of that survivor? Was he clean to anything, and how he was rescued?
The survivor was wearing a life jacket. He was picked up by a Good Samaritan. A fishing boat picked him up.
How far from the crash?
Well, we're unsure exactly where the crash was.
Okay, the
hit
debris.
water. So
How long was
in that
he-
area, that's probably where the plane was in the water.
How long was he in the water, do you know?
It was approximately 45 minutes.
Do you know his condition?
From an initial call to when we took the person out of the water.
His condition?
He was conscious and alert, groggy from being in the water for that long. Upon that, I'm not too sure what I said. Physical condition.
Can you disclose the name of the Good Samaritan?
As of right now, I don't know who picked the person up, the boat's name. Maybe somewhere in the logs might show that, but I don't know at the time.
Do you know what the water temperature is out in that general area that you're looking?
I'm not too sure.
Any idea how long, you know, they could be out there? I mean, as far as with the water temperatures and that sort of thing? Any issues with that?
Not too sure what the water temperature is, but I'm sure the water temperature is in the mid-70s, low 80s, then stay up there a few hours.
Chief, what's the standard length of time survival rate in that kind of water temperature? Can somebody survive for hours or minutes, or what would be the prospects for somebody to survive for 3 or 4 hours in that water temperature?
Well, that water temperature, they could just survive for 3 or 4 hours, yes.
3 or 4 hours?
If not, yeah, a little longer, a little less, just depends on how much engine you're, putting out.
And this crash happened, what time was it?
The initial report came in at 10:17, I believe. It's 10:17 this morning.
What are the conditions out there now, and are they hampering your efforts at all to search?
Sea conditions right now, sea is about 2 to 4 feet, wind's about 15 knots. They're not necessarily hampering the search efforts, but, you know, they are big enough to where the boats are bouncing around the water trying to do search patterns.
I hate to sound like grim, but if it happened at 10:17 and they could survive for 3 to 4 hours, I mean, what are the prospects?
Well, I'm not saying they could survive longer than 3 or 4 hours. That's not what game. You know, people survive in the water and set temperature for a longer period of time.
Okay.
Or less than that, just depends on the person, what condition they're in.
What's the plan right now as far as search and rescue? Is that going to continue?
As of right now, the search and rescue is continuing, with all the assets that are still in the water. Continue that until otherwise.
Can you talk about the assets that are in the water and what are you using exactly right now? How much equipment's out there?
Right now, the Coast Guard has a 25-foot RV HS, a 25-foot longboat. Station Manistee, Station Manistee has their 47 motor lifeboat, 47-foot motor lifeboat down here working.